Well, good afternoon. Welcome to the Professor Truth Be Told. Today, we're going to talk about the lawsuit between Hdpac and against the Red Cross, the American Red Cross, the International Red Cross, the Haitian Red Cross, and a number of individual defendants, which were or are members or of officers of the American Red Cross. What is this lawsuit is really about? And I want to remind my viewers what happened in 2010. Now, first of all, let's go back a little bit. Red Cross is a very well-known organization that has been around since the 1800s. It's a very powerful organization. It's probably the only organization or the one of the very few organization that have been somewhat endorsed by the United States Congress. But the Red Cross has, in the last 20, 35, maybe 30 years, a lot of problems. And I'm not sure whether or not they do the same thing. They treat the Haitian people the same way they treat people from Ukraine or from other areas where they have war or they have natural disasters. But what they did to Haiti, what they did to the Haitian community is borderline criminal, and I would explain to you why. On January 12, 2020, there was a massive earthquake on 7.2 Richter scale that hit Haiti, Port-au-Prince, basically. And right after the earthquake hit, over 300,000 people died instantly. And there were hundreds of thousands of people who lost their houses, who lost family members. A lot of very critical infrastructures like roads, electricity, school, government offices were destroyed. So, of course, this was an opportunity for NGOs like Red Cross and others to raise a lot of money. What ensued in the next few weeks after the earthquake hit was a barrage of calls, requests for donation. The Red Cross, within a matter of 2 weeks, have raised over $490 million. And they raised that money because they were able to, to play on the emotions of donors, people who cares about other people. American, myself, I give money. I have family members who give a lot of money to the Red Cross, believing that the Red Cross was going to help Haiti or help the people, the victims of the earthquake. Well, from 2010 to 2024, which is really 14 years, the Red Cross has been unable to basically show what they did with the money, where did the money go, and how was the money spent. Certainly, we in Hdpac have been looking at this event unfolding from 2010 to 2024. And we also have realized that the Red Cross has what we call a modus operandi. And let me explain how they work. And of course, if I'm wrong, the Red Cross should feel free to say that I'm wrong. But this is how they do it. And this is what they did in Haiti. When the earthquake hit, the Red Cross found what we call an opportunity to raise a lot of money. And this is the opportunity they were waiting for. Not that they wish that the earthquake had hit, it's just that the opportunity was there and they took advantage of it. And it was a bonanza for them because they raised $490 million. Now, it just so happened that the Red Cross was in the red. They were in the red for over $150 million. They took some of that money, some of that $490 million that was supposed to be spent only in Haiti, only for the victim of the earthquake, to pay their past debt, which they did. And this is not something that I'm saying. This has all been over the media. And for the last 14 years, the media has been asking, where did the money go? NPR did a report on it. The Miami Herald have written about it. The United States, the U.S. Congress had hearings about how the Red Cross, the American Red Cross, handled the money that there is for Haiti. And of course, no one was able to explain what happened to the money. But from 2010 to 2024, no one has really brought a lawsuit against the Red Cross to force them to tell us what happened with the money. Well, Hdpac has been studying this for a while, and we've realized that technically the Red Cross raised the money. They pay their own debt with it. They pay their officers very huge, inflated salaries. They bought a lot of expensive cars, and then they just live large while the people of Haiti, under whose name the money was collected, continue to basically strive on poverty. And if you look at Haiti right now, there are 700,000 people that have been displaced. There are another 5 million people who could potentially starve by the end of this year. But yet, the Red Cross raised $490 million and they haven't built a goddamn thing for that money. They haven't done anything. Now, the Red Cross will tell you that, oh, yeah, we gave the money away, we did this, we did that. They would also tell you they built houses. But according to many reports, the Red Cross basically built maybe 4 or 6 houses. And I doubt that I could actually call these thing houses. I haven't seen them yet, but I doubt that they're real houses. But anyway, that's what they did. And so, what is going to happen? What do we expect to happen? And I could tell you that this lawsuit is going to force the Red Cross to tell the public, to tell the world what happened with the money. Because quite frankly, there are two groups of people right now that are, stakeholders. One is the donors, the people who give money, like myself. I give a lot of money. And the other is the people in Haiti who are supposed to be the beneficiary of that money, of that donation. They were the people under whose name that the Red Cross raised the money. The Red Cross used videos of the devastations of the earthquake. They use pictures. They actually use famous people like President Michelle Obama and other people to try to sensitize people, to try to play on the emotion, to give money. And there was a lot of things they did. They organized a lot of things to bring famous people together to get that money. And that's how they were able to raise that much money. The question is, they took that money and used it on things other than what they were supposed to use it on. Now, this is where I think the lawsuit is important. We believe, and I believe, that the Red Cross basically violated the law in every which way you can think of. You can't raise money under false pretenses, which is what they did. Not only they raised the money under false pretenses, but they spent 14 years trying to cover the fraud by actually publishing things that are totally untrue. That are totally untrue. They haven't done what they were supposed to do with the money, but yet they're telling the public, "Oh yeah, we did this, we did that," which is not true because they can't show it, they can't prove it. And there's been books written about the mismanagement of the money. There's been many reports about what they've done or not done when it comes to Haiti. The question is, why Haiti? And one thing I realize, NGOs, non-governmental organizations, are poverty pimps. That's what I call them, poverty pimps. What do I mean by poverty pimp? Those are people who basically go into poor countries like Haiti, like Congo, other countries in Africa. They go into these countries and they go in and they say, "Oh, I'm here to help." But the question is, if you follow those organizations, whether it's the Red Cross or any organization, right? The more time they spend inside these countries claiming to be helping them, the poorer the countries get, the worse things get. Now, in Haiti, for example, right, the Red Cross has been operating there for years, for decades. But what have they really done for Haiti? Okay, let's look about what have they done for all the money that they raised over the years. Let's not just talk about the $490 million they took during the earthquake, but they in the past raised money for other national natural disasters, and they haven't done anything with it. But let's take a look at it, and let's take a look also at some of the NGOs. The NGOs are poverty pimps because the only way they can exist is to basically making sure that the problem that you have continue to be there. That's the only way they make money. In other words, what is the market, right? The market is poor people, right? In other words, there's all these poor Haitian people that are dying or earthquake. There's all kind of hurricanes, waters, everything. Those people cannot take care of themselves. They need somebody to take care of them. And there are people out there who actually believe that those organizations actually are going to help. So what do? They use us as the market, right? As the commodities. The poor people are commodities for people to get rich. They raise all this money, but they forget whose commodity that they're using. They forget who's the beneficiaries. In this case, that's the modus operandi for the Red Cross for the last 100 years. They use poor people to raise money, and then they forget about them. Now, for us in the Haitian community, in the Haitian diaspora, it is simply our position. If I had my way, there would not be one NGOs operating in Haiti right now. Now, this is not to say that Haiti doesn't need NGOs. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is for an NGO to operate in Haiti, they would have to be regulated by the government, and the government would have to tell them where they need help. We don't want an NGO coming in and say, well, yeah, I'm going to do whatever I want. No, don't tell me what help do I need. I will tell you what I need because I'm the one who needs it. But that's not what's happening. So to me, that's lesson number one. Lesson number two, this lawsuit, it's about the dignity of the Haitian people. It's about letting the world know, letting this big, powerful organization supported by the government know that we will not sit by and allow you to use our people to make money, enrich yourself, and the misery of our people. It's not going to happen. Not in my watch, not in Hdpac watch. It's never going to happen. And obviously, uh, the Red Cross is not the only organization that have won Haiti. If you sort of look historically, there's been other businesses, other organizations that are taking advantage of Haiti, and we're going to go after them too. This is not going to stop here. We're going to bring other lawsuits about other organizations that we believe that are morally obligated to make Haiti whole because they stole from us. And they stole from us. It doesn't matter how long it happens, we're going to get every single penny back. Now, what can the Red Cross do, right? And I think this is a good question. There's been a federal class action lawsuit, and the lawyers are going to fight it out. The lawsuit is going to take its time to sort of work to the system. And me, as the professor, will continue to bring you information about what's going on. Now, normally, when a lawsuit is filed in a federal court, there are process and procedures that all the parties have to go through, and I'm sure that our lawyers and Red Cross lawyers are going to go through this. But we also going to start a social movement, and we're going to start a petition, which we're going to ask all of you to sign it. And that petition is going to ask Red Cross to give the money back. To whom Red Cross should be giving the money back? I think that Red Cross should give the money back to the Haitian diaspora. And we in the Haitian diaspora, together with our brothers and sisters in Haiti, will find a way to make use of that money that could benefit the greatest number of people. And I know there are so many plans out there. There are so many issues. I'm not going to go about how that money, that money would be used, but I'm sure they are experts. I'm not an economist, so I'm not going to pretend that I'm one. So I'm not going to talk about something I don't know. I know law. We can talk law, but I'm sure there are other people in the community who would be able to tell us how we should settle and what to be used. Now, will the Red Cross do the right thing? I don't know. I don't know. I think that the lawyers are going to have their position. We in the Haitian diaspora and Hdpac will have our legal position, and we'll battle it out. But at the end of the day, I believe we will prevail. And the reason I believe we will prevail is that what the Red Cross did, guys, was unconscionable. It was unconscionable in many levels. First of all, you have a country that has huge problem when it comes to political instability. We have a earthquake. People die. There were cops, bodies in the street. They were just sweeping them, putting them in trucks, okay, to bury them. The Red Cross were using these pictures to raise money. But the question is, how could any organization do this? How could you raise so much money and don't even have the decency to create something. At least if the Red Cross had built a hospital, at least if they had, for example, help put a hospital back to the way, to work, I could have said, well, they didn't do enough, but they did something, right? If they had built school, or if there was a road that needed to be repaired, and they come in, they did this, I could have said, okay, guys, those are the list of things that they did. They have nothing to show. The only thing, if you look at the Red Cross website, they will tell you that the $490 million were divvied up to organization in Haiti. They're giving this money, that money. But here's the problem. When I gave my money, I didn't give it to subsidiaries of Red Cross. I give it to Red Cross for a very specific purpose. And this is what they were asking for. They were saying that they created what we call a Haiti Relief Fund, Earthquake Relief Fund. And all of that money, every single penny of that money, was supposed to spend in the relief of the people who had been victimized by the earthquake. Now, I've been to Haiti. I've been on radio station. Ask anyone, what did they get from the Red Cross? Nothing. No one could tell me what the earthquake, what Red Cross did for them in terms of helping them. But meanwhile, Red Cross not only used their name in 2012 and 2010 to raise money, but for the last 14 years, up to this day, the Red Cross have been asking people for donation for what? To help poor Haitian. Except that they're getting the money, but we in Haiti ain't getting jack. Well, we're going to stop that. And quite frankly, to be honest with you, he wouldn't make a difference whether the Red Cross leave Haiti or every other organization leave Haiti. That wouldn't make a difference because I don't see any progress. Now, here's what they're going to say. Oh, well, we provide medical service to people, and if it wasn't us, they wouldn't be able to get that, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But guess what? That's what they say. And the reason that they're providing this service is because the money that the government should have to do it, they're taking that money from the international donors. So they're in competition with the Haitian government for money. So they come in, they gobble up all that money, and they say, yeah, we're going to do this. But in reality, they're not doing anything. So their job is to maintain the situation. Because first of all, if I am the person in charge in Haiti, right? An NGO wants to come in. Okay, no problem. You can come in. But let me tell you where I want you. I want you in the South. I want you to focus on healthcare. I want you to build me a hospital. And every year you're going to tell me how much money you raised and what you did with that money. We don't have that in Haiti. And I'd like to be the czar of NGO in Haiti. So whoever become president, look for moi to be in charge because I know what the NGOs do. And quite frankly, guys, it is really upsetting. It is really upsetting when you take advantage of the people who could least defend themselves, when you take advantage of the poorest of the poor. Now, when we talk about poor, and some of you in the United States, when we talk about poor, we have a different meaning of it. In the United States, when we talk about poor, we're talking about someone who's not making a lot of money, or someone who may be a homeless, but at least they got a place to sleep. In Haiti, it's a different level of poor when we mention the word poor, we're not talking at the same level. We're talking at a different level. And guess what? The NGOs, they know that. They know that because why? Because that's how they sort of raise money by telling people, oh, look at all these poor people you could save, or you could give $1 here, you could give $1 there, and then if you give $1 here and there, you're gonna feed all these people. But you turn around and go what they're feeding these people, nothing. So this lawsuit will strive, and certainly for those of you who were asking about what this lawsuit is about, I will continue to bring you updates about what's going on with this lawsuit. Just sort of what I did for Emini FX, Novatech, and some of this lawsuit, because quite frankly, this channel, The Professor, is dedicated to go after people who commit fraud. And I'm telling you that one of the biggest fraud in the last 14 years has been the fraud that the Red Cross committed against the Haitian people. And we're going to take this case wherever it must go because I could tell you right now that the Red Cross will pay. They will give that money back. Oh, yes, they will, because that money belongs to the Haitian people. So, guys, there will be another editions of updates on Red Cross. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you're subscribed so that when I drop the video, you'll learn about it and then you'll be up to date, you know all the news. So I thank you so much for watching, and please share the link with other people, because those of you who are donating money to organization, I would ask you to think twice before you do that, because when you donate money thinking that money is going to help poor people, it really end up in the pockets of, fat officers and big corporations. They're living large at your expense, at the expense of poor people. So thank you for watching. I will see you soon.